The chilly London wind blew through the ancient tiled roof of the small villa where Tony McGill and Caitriona Balfe lived. Since the final season of Outlander was confirmed to air, the public opinion about the relationship between Caitriona and her co-star Sam Heughan has once again risen, especially after the emotional and realistic scenes that made the audience suspect that there was something more between them than just co-stars. For many years, Tony McGill, Caitriona's secretive husband, always chose to remain silent. He rarely appeared in public, did not give interviews, and absolutely did not comment on his wife's relationship with Sam Heughan. But everything changed when, one afternoon in June, Tony unexpectedly accepted an invitation from the independent magazine to conduct an exclusive conversation. Sitting in the middle of the cozy wooden room, next to the blazing fireplace, Tony McGill was calm but resolute. "I think it's time to speak up," he began, his eyes frank but not without concern. "For years, I've read the comments, seen the photos, heard the rumors. Some people have even called me the real outsider. I don't blame them, because from the outside, Kate and Sam's chemistry is so convincing." Tony paused, as if searching for the right words, then continued, "But people forget, it's acting, and it's top acting." He said that on the first day Caitriona was cast as Claire Fraser, he was the one who encouraged her to take on the challenge, knowing it would take years and putting his wife in intimate scenes with another man. "I knew that was what acting was, and I never felt insecure until the public started making up their own story." Tony admits that there were times when he felt uncomfortable. The times Kate came home with excited shares about the scenes, the laughs between her and Sam backstage, or the times they appeared together at big events made him feel sad. "But then I realized that the most important thing is not what the public sees, but how Kate looks at me. Every time she comes home, her eyes are always on me, like the first day we met in the old bar in Dublin." When asked about his thoughts on the suspicious chemistry between Caitriona and Sam, Tony laughed, not mockingly, but with a hint of admiration. "I think they're the best acting couple I've ever seen. Sam is a true gentleman, talented and very respectful of boundaries. I've never seen him cross that line. On the contrary, it was Sam who first told me that he admired the way I supported Kate and never got jealous." A surprising detail revealed by Tony in the interview was that the three of them, Tony, Caitriona and Sam, had sat down together to talk about their professional and personal relationship. "We agreed that transparency is paramount, and I appreciate Sam because he's always been the one to keep that promise." Tony also shared that, on more than one occasion, he helped Kate practice her lines at home. "I know almost all of Jamie Fraser's lines," he laughed. "I just don't have the muscles that Sam has." When asked about the criticism that Caitriona is too close to her co-star, Tony responded calmly, "Everyone has the right to feel. But only the person in the relationship knows what is true. I believe in Kate. If I didn't believe, this marriage wouldn't have lasted all these years." At the end of the interview, Tony McGill shared something that touched fans. "I love Kate not just because she is my wife, but because she is brave, passionate, and authentic. Her career is part of who she is. And if she has a co-star who helps Kate reach her full potential, then I can't help but support her." Tony walked out of the newsroom into the pale light of the late afternoon, leaving behind a slight media stir. The headlines began to appear just hours after the exclusive interview was published. Tony McGill breaks silence. "I have absolute confidence in Caitriona and Sam Heughan." Caitriona Balfe's husband speaks out, the truth behind the emotional Outlander relationship. The public reaction was also divided. On one side, there was admiration for Tony, a man who dared to face the rumors with calmness and intelligence. The other side remained skeptical. Is he just comforting himself? Kate and Sam's feelings have long since transcended the screen. But what was even more surprising was Caitriona Balfe's reaction. That same evening, she posted a rare and affectionate photo with Tony, captioned, "Sometimes we forget that behind every story are real people with real feelings." Thank you for always being my safe haven." Fans quickly rushed to comment, many expressing their emotion at witnessing the rare personal moment shared publicly by Caitriona, who is famously private about her personal life. As for Heughan, a day after Tony's interview, he also made a move that was considered subtle yet obvious. At a press conference in France, when asked about Tony McGill's official statement, Sam nodded and smiled. "Tony is a great man. I respect him, and I am truly grateful to have created something so special with Caitriona in Outlander. But offset, I know where the limits are. And I believe that respect is the foundation of any lasting relationship, whether it's friendship or marriage." The answer was just enough, just right. No glossing over, no dodging, but also no sparking any controversy. Sam, as usual, chose the wise and moderate way, something Tony McGill mentioned in the interview. After all, the lives of the trio, Tony, Caitriona, and Sam, seemed to be back on track. Kate continues to be busy with independent film projects, Sam is busy preparing for her whiskey brand and charity work, and Tony returns to the recording studio, where he finds his passion in music and production. However, the echoes of Tony's sharing still leave a big mark in the public's heart. It is not simply an excuse or denial, but a testament to tolerance, maturity, and a love built on lasting trust. A fan wrote on Twitter, "I used to be skeptical, but today I only admire. To love an actor is to accept both the limelight and the speculation." Tony McGill has shown how strong he is. Another tweet went viral. "In a world full of noise and gossip, the way Tony chooses to speak up, calmly and sincerely, is something worth learning." Ultimately, the chemistry between Sam and Caitriona may be one of the most iconic of contemporary television. But behind the scenes are real people with complex yet profound relationships, and in that relationship, Tony McGill, the man behind the lights, the one rarely mentioned, proves that true love doesn't need to be flashy. Just one timely voice is enough to make the whole world listen in silence. A story not only about faith, but also a lesson about maturity in love.